Good afternoon, my name is Chris Watson. I am the course leader for Professional Cookery in the Paisley campus at West College, Scotland. Welcome along today, thank you for watching. Today my part I'm going to show to you is I'm going to introduce you into a little bit about the professional cookery environment, just a wee quick short video on how to make something really quick and simple using modern techniques. Now, just before I start, I'd like to just tell you a little bit about the course, a little bit about the college and what we offer. We are a professional cookery department, and we offer level 4 professional cookery, level 5 and level 6. When you come in at level 4, you'd normally be a beginner where you come in from schools, or you come in having never really worked in the industry before, and we give you the basic skills, the basic skill sets and knowledge, and introduce you to an introduction of professional cookery. If you move on to do level 5 in professional cookery, you will now be a qualified student. You've passed your level 4 course and you have your certificates to move on to level 5. However, we do accept external candidates who maybe have worked in the professional kitchen environment in the past. They may have had a little bit of experience working, whether it be fast food or whether it's working in a professional kitchen environment. We also do level 6 as well. At that point you become more of a senior student and a more all-rounded trained chef. So at that point, once you've completed your level 6, you can move on to the industry really and get yourself a full-time job. We will train you up with all the relevant skills to move on into the industry. Now, with that in mind, we do offer different levels. If you're moving on from level 6, you can move into a fast food environment. You can move on into a production environment where you're a production chef. You can also move on to a fine dining environment or bar bistro. It really depends on what you want to do. We will offer the skills to train you to get you ready for the environment. So it's a great course. We offer so many different skills, and what we're going to touch on today is just about a modern technique. Nowadays it's all about new modern techniques, and if you're into a kitchen environment you'll maybe come across some different bits of equipment you've never seen before. However, we train our students at the very beginning with modern techniques. So I'm going to make a wee simple salted caramel sauce. I'm going to make it in literally 5 minutes using one piece of equipment, and I'm going to show you what this piece of equipment can do and what its benefits are. Okay, so we have here what's called a Thermomix. Okay, this is a modern piece of equipment. It's a Thermomix, which is a cooker blender, where basically you put your ingredients in raw, and you can blend them raw, or you can actually cook it as well. You can cook the ingredients in this blender and blend it as well. Okay, so instead of using pots and pans and maybe burning things and spilling things, this is one of these pieces of kit that you can't go wrong, because you're going to program it. It's going to be digital programmed, and you just can't go wrong with it. Okay. So, I'm just going to show you one simple function. On it we have a speed, we have a temperature, and we have a time. That's all you really need to know for this one today, okay? Because we're going to make a salted caramel sauce. We're going to bring it up to a boiling point, which is just below 100 degrees to boil, and then we're going to blend in the thickening agent, which would be corn flour. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to add my ingredients in raw. So the ingredients are 125 grams of dark brown sugar. I always use dark brown sugar, you get better colour and flavour. We're going to add in 150 millilitres of double cream. Okay, just add in, pouring in. We're going to add in 100 grams of butter. I'll just dice the butter up for you. 20 grams of treacle and 100 grams of liquid glucose, and the liquid glucose gives your sauce a nice consistency, a nice stabilised texture. Okay, so all that in, we'll just wipe the sides. Now with the temperature of this bowl, it's going to clean the sides of the bowl anyway, so any kind of treacle in the sides, that will all fall into the sauce, because the sauce is going to get so hot. going to put the lid on. I'm going to take the top part off because I want this to create a steam to come out. We don't want the steam hitting the lid and the steam falling back into the actual sauce, which will make it too watery. And all we're simply going to do is set the time for 5 minutes. We're going to set the temperature for 95 degrees. And we're going to set the speed for 3. Okay, so after 5 minutes, our sauce is nearly ready. Okay, it's now been produced. Let's come up to temperature. Okay, so we've got a wee start there. So all I need to do now with my sauce is I'm going to season it and thicken it. Okay, so salted caramel, I've made the caramel sauce. I just added a bit of Maldon rock salt into it. Now, there's enough sauce here for 15 people, so I give it a good couple of sprinkles of Maldon rock salt. Now, the salt just helps take away the absolute sharpness of the sugar, the sweetness of the sugar, okay? Just gives it a wee bit of a more neutral flavouring, and it gives it a lovely little kick as well. So the salt certainly enhances it. So I'm going to put that back on now, and while I put it back on, I'm going to bring it back to 95 degrees for 1 minute. Now in that 1 minute, I'm also going to add a wee spot of corn flour. So I've got a tablespoon of corn flour mixed with a tablespoon of cold water. Okay, and that's just mixed a liquid. Now I'm going to put in half of that liquid and try it and see what I think, and it might take it all. But the corn flour must be cooked out, so we're cooking that at 95 degrees as well. So again, back in the time, I'm just going to go 1 minute. We're going to go 95 degrees. And speed 2 this time. I don't want to be too fast because it's so hot. Okay, so I'm just going to add a wee spot of corn flour just now to get the right consistency. So that's cooking as I'm putting the corn flour in, it's thickening up the sauce. So that's about half a tablespoon's worth. And we shall wait and see what the result is after 1 minute. Okay, so finally, just a wee final blend, just at a higher speed. I'm just going to put the lid on full, so it doesn't spill out. I'm not going to put any temperature on it, I just want to put a wee bit of time on it. A wee bit of speed on it, sorry. Okay, there we have a nice toffee sauce. Let's get the taste test, make sure the chef is happy. Beautiful. Just as Jamie Oliver would say. And there we have our beautiful salted caramel sauce to add to your sticky toffee pudding. I hope you've enjoyed that today, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you.